Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Patricia Omishakin and I am a real estate advisor with 𝒮𝑅𝒴𝐸 Realtors here in the Murfreesboro, Tennessee area. Are you on the market to buy a new home? Well, typically before you start searching, you want to get pre-qualified or get a pre-approval letter. Today, I am going to talk to you about the differences between those two. Some people tend to use those terms interchangeably, and that can lead to some confusion, but you really shouldn't mix the two up. For starters, a pre-qualification letter is an estimate of how much home you can afford, whereas the pre-approval letter is a verified home buying power. Let's take a closer look at these two terms. The pre-qualification letter, you receive that by working with a lender or a bank, and you would need to provide them with your assets, your income, any debts, basically kind of your overall financial picture, if you will. The lender will then take that information, review it, and it's very informal, high level, review it, and then let you know. They'll provide you with an estimate of how much home you can afford. The process is very straightforward. The process is very straightforward, as I mentioned, and it is pretty quick. So you will typically get the letter within 1 to 3 days. It is also free. It can be done over the phone or online. One thing to note, though, about the pre-qualification letter is that the lender is not doing a deep dive into your financial situation. So they're just basically going off of the data that you provided them and giving you a rough estimate. For the pre-approval process, it's a little bit more extensive, if you can imagine. You have to provide the same type of information like your income, your debt, your assets. You also have to include employment verification as well as your credit report. The lender will pull all that information, get it together. They will then do a credit analysis. They will analyze everything, your entire financial picture. And then based on that, they will come up with that magic amount of your home buying power. This specific amount is basically how much house you can afford. And it's at that point that you are ready to get out there and hit the ground running and make an offer in a home. What also comes with the pre-approval letter is the ability to get your interest rate, because in part it's based off of your credit report. And at that point, the lender already has your credit score. They already know your numbers, so they can also give you the interest rate. You could actually even take it a step further and lock in your interest rate, which is awesome to be able to do that as well. One thing that is different with the pre-approval, there typically is a fee, unlike the pre-qualification letter. That one usually is free, but with the pre-approval letter, the lender charges up to several $100s on that piece of the process. So as your real estate advisor, my advice to clients is to, at least at a minimum, get a pre-qualification letter. I prefer that you go ahead and get the pre-approval letter. That way you actually have more buying power. You're taken more seriously by the sellers, because sellers are more savvier these days, and they will rather deal with a buyer that they know can actually afford the house that they want to make an offer on. One additional thing I'd like to add is that the pre-approval letter standard in the industry is that it is good for roughly 90 days to 180 days. But for the most part, most people would tell you after 90 days that it's no longer any good. Thank you for watching my channel, for watching my video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell on the side. Make sure you click on that so that you're notified when my next video comes out. Also, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, as well as my hashtag #CallPatToChat. That's call PAT to chat. My number is 615-730-0037. See you in the next video.